Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another video. So this is going to be the round 4 feature match for the 12th edition of my online Discord tournament, and this one is going to be between Rated M for Mara on Live Twin versus X69420 on Beetrooper. And if you are interested in playing in the next tournament, you can find the link to my Discord server in the description box below as usual. But let's not waste any more time and get started with this matchup here without any further ado. So it looks like they're going to tie a couple of times, but I accidentally hit fast forward. It looks like the Beetrooper player, though, did win the RPS, and they're going to choose to go first in this matchup here. So their opening hand going first is going to be Scale Bomber, Cross Designator, Effect Veiler, Ghost Spell, and Scout Buggy. So pretty solid hand overall. They have Starter plus Extender, a way to insulate against hand traps, and then a couple of their own defensive cards. So I think this is pretty solid. And then the opening hand for Live Twin going second is going to be Double Kisar, Nibiru, Secret Password, and Live Twin Home. So they have a hand trap, but it's probably just going to trade with Crossout. So looks like starting things off, the Beetrooper player is going to normal summon the Scout Buggy. They're going to activate the effect and chain block with the Scale Bomber, so that's going to summon itself to the field. And then the Scout Buggy is going to summon another copy from deck. From here, they're going to link 2 into a copy of the Picofalina, and then on summon that's going to activate. They're going to pitch Ghost Spell to equip Resonance Insect to the Scale Bomber. And then from here, they're going to link those 2 away for a copy of the Armor Horn, which triggers Resonance Insect, so that's going to go and search for Doomdozer. Next up, they're going to banish 2 to summon out the Doomdozer, and then that triggers the Resonance Insect's banish effect, so that's going to go ahead and send a copy of Goki Pole, which triggers to add a copy of Resonance from deck to hand. Next up here, they're going to activate the Armor Horn, that's going to summon an additional time for a normal summon, a copy of Resonance Insect, and then they're going to link 2 into the Picofalina again. That triggers Resonance Insect. Of course, they're hard once per turn on it anywhere, or no once per turn in general. Gonna search out the Sting Lancer, and then Picofalina is going to go ahead and Digusto Emerald here, so that's gonna go and recycle 3 to draw into another copy of the Scale Bomber. Pretty good follow-up for next turn. Next, they're going to link 4 into a copy of Invincible Atlas, and then that triggers that allows them to go ahead and activate the Armor Horn in Graveyard to banish 3 and summon itself, and then Resonance triggers again. So that's going to go ahead and mill a copy of Sting the Poison. Next up, they're going to activate the Atlas effect. So it's going to go ahead and tribute away this copy of Armor Horn, and then that's going to summon out a copy of Sting Lancer from deck. Sting Lancer is going to go and search for the counter trap, Fly and Sting, and they're going to set it. I should also mention, by the way, that this tournament, while it is build legal, I made it so that we started this tournament, I think, in October, early to mid-October. So the Beetrooper reveals were not yet released yet. So we did not, in fact, have access to the new waiver support, but people wanted to play Bears of Destiny anyways, since people were kind of tired of the old format. So yeah, that's in case you guys are wondering where the new cards are, that's kind of the reason why. So despite the fact that Live Twin is going to be able to play with their new Link 4, this is kind of pre the Bears of Destiny support. But to be fair, there wasn't a whole ton of it anyways, so I think that's generally pretty fine. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and try Nibiru at the end of main phase here, and then in response, Beetrooper is going to chain Crossout Designator, so that's going to go ahead and negate that. And then they are going to pass. So yeah, going to go and search for, draw a copy of Ash Blossom, search Ash Blossom. So yeah, it's a little bit late here. I'm pretty sure they can play through this setup. So they're going to normal summon this copy of Kisar, and then they're going to activate the effect, and they're going to chain Fly and Sting in response. Pretty good because they have the Home as follow-up here. They're going to activate Secret Password first. So that's going to search for Evil Twin Challenge. And then from here, they're going to activate the Home. That's going to pitch Kisar. And then they're going to summon out a copy of the Lila from deck. They're going to activate that effect, but that's going to be met with a Veiler. I think that if they held Secret Password, they could have played through this because it could have activated Password for the Sunny Snitch, which would have searched them for the extender that they needed to go into their Link 2 plays. So, yeah, I think the search for a challenge was a bit preemptive because now they aren't really to end on anything here. Yeah, they're just going to set and pass. For turn, we're going to see Beetrooper draw into an Imperm. So starting things off in their next main phase, they're going to go and activate the Atlas to tribute away the Sting Lancer. That's going to summon out the Scout Buggy from deck. They're going to activate the effect and chain block with Scale Bomber, just like they did the first turn. So that's going to summon itself to the field. And they're going to summon another copy of Scout Buggy, and this is summon number 3. They do know about Nibiru, so they just need to continue to play around it. Battle phase, they're going to attack into the Lila. They have to pay 500 to attack it. And then they're going to do some damage here. This should be 5,200 in total, so bringing them down to 2,800. And then in main phase 2, they're going to overlay for a copy of Cicada King, and then they're going to set Imperm and go to end phase. In the end phase, we're going to see Challenge being activated, so that's going to bring back the Lilla. And then they're going to activate Lilla's effect. That's going to go ahead and prompt the Cicada King to negate that. And then Cicada King is going to switch its own battle position, which triggers the other effect to bring back the copy of Sting the Poison, and that's going to be able to search for a Battle Wasp and be another negation. So yeah, Live Twin is going to go ahead and admit defeat right there. So I think a bit of a misplay for the previous term, where they could have definitely played through the Veiler as well as the Flying Sting. But we're now going to move into game 2, though, where Live Twin is going to go ahead and choose to go first in this game here. Pretty standard stuff. So their opening hand going first this time is going to be Kisar, Double Nibiru, Secret Password, and Sunny Snitch. Pretty similar to game 1 with their opening hand right here, but obviously quite strong. And then the Beetrooper hand going second is going to be Formation, Scale Bomber, Retaliating Sea, Ash Blossom, and Sting Lancer. So what is this good against in this matchup? It's good against the Live Twin Home. It also is just generic to like be able to search, obviously, for your engine cards. But I'm trying to think of like ways to get it out using its first effect. I think it is just home. Somebody can correct me if I'm mistaken there. But yeah, they have Ash Blossom here as a hand trap, but lots of ways to play past that one. So normal summon Kisar, they're going to chain Ash Blossom in response, and then they're going to just activate the Sunny Snitch. That's going to go and search for Treat. Yeah, so you're going to go ahead and summon out Treat here. As what I meant by like last game, they could have searched out like Frost, and then they could have summoned it with the Lilla on board after it got Veilered, and that could have helped to break the board a bit. But they're going to go into the Evil Twin Kisar. That's going to go and activate the effect to bring back the Treat. And then they're going to link 2 into Lilla, and that's going to bring back the Link Kisar to go ahead and draw a card. So they're going to draw into Challenge. And then they're going to go and summon out Trouble Sunny and then activate Secret Password. So that's going to search for another copy of Sunny Snitch for next turn. And then they're going to set Challenge, and then they're going to go to end phase and pass. So we're going to see a top decked Sting the Poison for turn. Definitely not bad, because actually I think their hand before wasn't the greatest. They would have had to like normal summon the Retaliating Sea, which I guess they could still do. But yeah. They maybe could have activated Sting Lancer at some point, actually, during the opponent's turn. I didn't even think about this till now. Oh wait, no, they had no insect monster in their grave. Yeah, so never mind. They're going to go ahead and activate Formation here, and then they're going to normal summon out the Sting the Poison. Sunny Snitch is going to do its thing. This card is going to be really annoying when it comes to like real life events and actually tracking it, especially when it comes down to time. This card is really, it's like Trickstar Licorice over again, except it's going to trigger a lot more. But yeah, Scale Bomber going to be activated in response to the Sting the Poison, so chain blocking. Going to go ahead and summon itself, and then that's going to go and search for Arbalest. And then from here, they're going to link into Armor Horn. And then we're going to see the Armor Horn being activated for an additional normal summon. So that's going to go and summon out the Arbalest. And then that's going to go and reborn a level 3 or lower insect monster. So that's going to bring back the Sting the Poison. And then from here, the Trouble Sunny is going to be activated. They're going to chain the Sting Lancer in response. Yeah, so here they're going to target Link Lilla and the Scale Bomber. So they could chain Challenge to bring this back, which is definitely pretty decent. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and chain Challenge here. And then they're going to chain Nibiru as well, because this was how many summons? Normal summon, special summon, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this was 5 summons. So attributing everything while it's off board, they need to resolve this. And then they're going to resolve the Sting Lancer, and then the Trouble Sunny has to bring back, so it's going to bring back Kisar. They're going to choose to just bring back 1 right here. And then Sting Lancer is going to be Chain Link 1. And let's see. Oh, they're wondering if the Lilla activates here. Yeah, like after the previous chain resolved, this was summoned and you control a Kisar. Or so they should be able to activate here. So that's going to go and, oh yeah, they had to shovel back their Scale Bomber off of the Sting Lancer here. So they're going to go ahead and Sting Lancer Chainlink 1, Kisar Chainlink 2 to target the, or to draw, and then Chainlink 3, the Lilla, to target the field spell to destroy it. So it's going to draw into Paw of Desires, and then they're going to search for Flying Sting. I wonder why they activated this before committing to their plays. Somebody can let me know if there's a specific reason for that. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and attack over the Kisar. Generally not too big of a deal. They're going to go and set Flying Sting, and then they're going to go to end of main phase 2, bring back the Kisar off the Lilla, and they're going to pass. So top deck's going to be Drone Lockbird. Should be pretty easy to play around the Flying Sting. So they're going to activate the Trouble Sunny in Graveyard, and they're going to go ahead and just submit defeat right there. Yeah, so that would have forced out the Counter Trap, and then Evil Twin, we just had game there. So game 3, we're going to see Beetrooper go first. And if you are enjoying this video, please be sure to drop a like. It really does help out. And consider subscribing if you want to see more. But their opening hand for going first is going to be Double Cross Designator, Flying Sting, Scale Bomber, and Sting Lancer. This does not seem like a very solid hand. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I feel like it's just a brick. And then the opening hand for Live Twin going second is going to be Cosmic Cyclone, Call by the Grave, Droll, Dark Ruler, and Kisar. So plenty of defensive cards and one engine card. So they're going to normal summon out Scale Bomber, and then they're going to set 2 and pass, just turns on the Flying Sting. And then we're going to see them top deck into Sunny Snitch, so now they can play, if they choose to play around Flying Sting, they could just normal summon this and not use the effect, and then grab an Extender, which is quite good. They could also try and just hit it with Cosmic. Yeah, I feel like if they normal summon this and just pass, like back row, you have to read Flying Sting. So they're going to activate Sunny Snitch here. That's going to search for a copy of Treat. And then they're going to normal summon Kisar. And then they're going to not use the effect. They're going to go into Treat. Then they're going to overlay into Sky Cavalry. And then Battle Phase, they're going to attack over the Scale Bomber. This has an effect on the field. When a monster your opponent controls activates this effect, you contribute an insect to destroy it. And that includes itself. Okay, yeah, so they're just going to clear this and then go into main phase 2. They're going to Downer it and then Zeus. And then they're going to go ahead and chain Cross the Designator to go and hit Ghost Spell. I guess it's a card they don't want to draw next turn, which is fair enough. And then they're going to set Call by the Grave, and they're just going to pass. This has 1200. Yeah, they couldn't really go into just like the Evil Twin Link 2s because those are 1100. They're so small, they can't really like attack over. That would have been probably preferable because it would have kept their engine going. Right now they're just kind of playing Zeus control with a bunch of defensives. We're going to see a top deck to Mothman for turn. Looks like DB images aren't loading. Feels bad. They draw another copy of Cosmic. We're going to see them just switch Zeus to attack and then swing in for 3k. They draw a copy of Call by the Grave. This is just the hardest brick. Cosmic Cyclone, going to go ahead and hit Call by. They're going to chain it to hit the Kisar. And then they're going to Evil Twin Home right here. That's going to go and summon out the copy of Frost. And then they're going to normal summon out Droll and then go into the Kisar. And then Kisar effect, they're going to chain the Sting Lancer. So that's going to go and recycle back the Scale Bomber, and then that's going to put back the Lilla Treat here. Yeah. So pretty solid. That trades with the engine quite nicely. Yeah, it goes back to the bottom. And then Sting Lancer effect gets a search as well, so that's going to grab a copy of Formation. They're going to go Battle Phase, attack, and then Kisar attack. And then main phase 2, they're going to end phase pass. Maybe they could have actually linked away Zeus, even though it seems counterintuitive. Like, maybe you link away Zeus and Kisar to go into Lilla, and then bring back Kisar to draw one, and then end on Trouble Sunny. Because I feel like having your engine is pretty nice, since it's basically cut off right here. It does play into like more hand traps, and I guess they're like reading that if they bricked, you know, it's just a bunch of hand traps. But in reality, we know that that's not the case. They're gonna go ahead and draw a copy of Sting the Poison for turn, which they will normal summon, and then they're gonna activate the effect for Twin Bow the attacker, and then Resolution. Frost is gonna draw a card, so that's gonna go and draw into a Lilla. So they're back into their engine if their board gets wiped. They're gonna activate Battle Wasp, Twin Bow the attacker, and then that's gonna go ahead and summon itself to the field. And then from here, they're going to go ahead and activate Danger Mothman. So it's going to go and pitch the copy of the Formation to summon itself. And it draws into another copy of Sting Lancer. That's not too bad here. Just more engine. Yeah, the light point thing is really, really tedious to keep track of. But they're going to link 2 into Pika Felina. And then effect is going to go ahead and target the copy of Sting the Poison. They're going to pitch Cross the Designator right here. So that's going to go and equip the Resonance Insect. Oh, this Callby is going to go in here. That's going to hit Resonance. And that is pretty devastating. Yeah, they're going to link into Armor Horn, and they're going to activate Resonance Insect, and they're going to chain Callby the Grave to hit it. And then they're going to go and Sting Lancer here. That's going to go ahead and... oh, what's happening? I guess they're just misclicking. They actually can't put back this Resonance because it should be banished off Callby. So, yeah, that's a bit of a mistake there. We'll see if it comes up. But they're going to go ahead and... wait. What just happened there? Hold on a second. Wait, where did this Kumongous come from? I totally wasn't paying attention. Let's see. They added Kumongous. I don't know why Kumongous is in hand right now. Hang on a second. Oh, they chained the Sting Lancer. Got it. I am just not keeping track of anything. Okay, so they chained Sting Lancer to the Resonance Insect to dodge the Call by the Grave, and then the Resonance Insect to search for Kumongous. Okay, got it. All right, that took me a second to get that. All right, they're gonna go ahead and Zeus wipe the board. And then yeah, gonna go ahead and trigger the copy of the Picoflame. Oh no, the Armor Horn right here. So that's gonna go and banish 3, and that's gonna bring itself back. And then they're going to summon the Kaiju, and then pass. Okay, for a second there, I was just super confused. Because I thought the Callby was resolving, but they were just chaining in response. Okay. So they're going to draw for turn. They're going to go and summon out Lila here, and that's just going to be the end of the game. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think it was just unfortunate bricking there. Also, I do remember watching this replay before commentating over it. I just kind of like fast forwarded through. I do think that there were some times this game where Sunny Stitch was, modulating light points when there wasn't Evil Twins on board, I think. I'll just have to go ahead and watch that back. But yeah, sorry about the whole Resonance Insect thing. I just got super giga confused for some reason. But yeah, this is a pretty good match overall, I think. Besides, I think Game 3, the Beetrooper player kind of bricked for a while. And then when they got to play, Call by the Grave just kind of went in, and that sealed the deal. But yeah, cool decks for sure. And that's going to do it. So thanks for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And until next time, I will catch you in the next video. See you guys.